An angry man. A very angry man. When you ask why, why am I angry? It's just been one of those days, right? One of those days where just the shit, just nothing wants to cooperate. Shit don't want to go. I didn't fucking autoplay none of these goddamn videos. So expect there to be a lot of profanity. Maybe. I don't know. I might have a short streak. I'm like in a fucking bad mood. Like, it just, some of it waiting on all day didn't fucking work out the way I fucking wanted it to. And now I'm fucking pissed off. Fucking wasting time trying to get this stupid ass chat bot to act right. That bitch don't want to work. Just a bunch of other little shit. I'm really annoyed. Like, so, I'm going to make this as entertaining as possible. But, don't be surprised if, if it just don't go all the way down as it should. Now, let's see what's going on here. So the volume is low. All right, let's see. Let's figure this shit out. I don't fucking know. Again, it's always something. You know what I'm saying? It's always this thing or that thing. And let's see what we got joining us. And let's get into some conversation. Shout out to the lovely Miss Jessera. Chocolate Milk. How are you this evening, ma'am? Assuming ma'am. Nails by Nancy. How are you doing this evening, ma'am? Savage Donald Trump. What's the motherfucking deal? Miss Bell. How are you doing this evening, ma'am? 17. What's the motherfucking deal? Infinity. Remember that statement when we get on Dead by Daylight. Later or eventually. Wise. What's the motherfucking deal? John. What's the motherfucking deal? Jason S. What's the motherfucking deal? Beyond the funny. I'm just saying your name, nigga. What's the motherfucking deal? The lovely Miss Shonda, how are you doing this evening? And, yeah. So, like I say, it's just, I'm really miffed. I'm really pissed. I really am. I feel like it's going to be a short stream tonight because, like I say, it's just been a bunch of shit. Just a random series of events. It's just one of them days where everything, and it's just the momentum of everything is just not going right? And usually I'm like, fuck it. I'm just not happy about it. So all right. So we're gonna talk about today's Disney diversity training. The stupid shit they're talking about there. Make sure you hit the like button. Be greatly appreciated. If you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. Even though you're new to this, you probably streaming, but this is probably gonna be one of the worst streams you're ever gonna watch. I'm just in a terrible mood. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like I almost was gonna cancel the stream. But I've done that frequently enough, so I didn't think it would be right. But usually when I do cancel this, because like if I'm in a mood where I'm just like, I know I'm not necessarily feeling that shit. Like, I'm a person, like, it's hard for me to hide certain emotions, right? They may not be as prevalent or like, recognizable. I won't say recognizable, but it's just, you can tell my shit is a little bit off. So here we are. Anyway, what am I looking for? Let me fix this. Put a little fucking outline on that. That looks cheesy. That looks really fucking stupid. But again, I hope all of y'all are doing well. I hope y'all are having a great day. I hope things are going better for you than my day has been. But nonetheless, we're going to talk about this diversity training. We're going to talk about why I think it's a fucking terrible idea. It's pretty stupid. And just a couple of thoughts with that, right? So let's just get into it. Let's just do it. I mean, I don't know. Let me make sure I got the right shit going. I don't want to do that. No. That's not what I'm supposed to do. Why is that showing up? Let's see. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. That's the wrong window. Play as fuck up. It is what it is. Here we go. Whatever. And that's not supposed to look like that, but fuck it, right? I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm doing a bunch of weird, stupid shit, but let's take a look at it. Let's get into it. Oh no, not right here. Right here. Still going on in this motherfucker. I'm getting more irritated by the moment. Like, it's just everything is just fucking readjusting itself. It's all the fucking shit is out of the way. Like, because I had to adjust certain settings and now it's fucking everything. I'm mad. I'm really, really pissed off. I'm really pissed off. Oh man. I'm never watching that fucking stupid shit again. Alright, there we go. It is what it is. And whatever the fuck is going on here, it's just like I don't know, man. Alright, so let's talk about it. Whatever the fuck is going on. Disney employee training claims U.S. was founded on systemic racism, includes white privilege checklists, right? And we're going to look at this, and we're going to look at a little bit of the documents that they have included. Let's get rid of this shit, and let's get rid of this here, so that we can actually see what the fuck is going on. Listen, what? No motherfuckers too lazy to read now. They gotta listen to this, all these stupid asses. Walt Disney Corporation launched a diversity and inclusion program which teaches employees that America was founded on systemic racism, asks employees to complete a white privilege checklist, according to a new report. According to the whistleblower documents obtained by City Journal, Disney's new initiative called Reimagine Tomorrow includes training on so-called systemic racism, white privilege, white fragility, white saviors, microaggression, anti-racism. Claims the U.S. has a long history of systemic racism and transphobia. No, transphobia, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, oh my God. Now, take ownership of educating yourself about structural anti-black racism and not rely on your black colleagues to educate you, which is emotionally taxing. All right, let's stop right there. Okay. I guess this is what we're going to do. So I'm pissed off and I'm going to fucking bitch about everything tonight. It's just, this is where we are, right? I'm going to complain. I'm going to be angry. I'm going to get on my coon shit. and this is where we're going to be tonight, right? We're only doing an hour. I ain't got 2 hours in me. Like, so it's just, I can tell already. I don't got 2 hours in me. I'm just, it is what it is. And I apologize. I really do. I apologize to y'all who come to the stream, come to the den, wanting to have a good time, having good content and stuff like that. I apologize, right? Again, I don't know. It's just one of them fucking days, bro. It's just a terrible day. But let's get it. It's all an illusion. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much. I don't think white people should give a fuck about what you got going on if you're black. I know some people are going to feel a particular kind of way with this, right? Because I don't give a fuck what other people got. So, like, if you got, this is your life, right? If you have not actively conspired against ruining niggas' lives, it's not your job to fucking come out and save niggas. Like, it's not your job to give a fuck. Like, if I was white, Asian, I wouldn't give a fuck about slavery. I'm not gonna go take my time to learn about what slavery did. Like, why? Why would I? How does that impact me? Yeah, it would be not sanctimonious, but I guess it's something you could do if you were curious about it. And I know a lot of people do. But in reality, it's like, it's not your fucking job, right? So my thing is, and I say this often, because niggas always complain about this, that, and the third. White people, this, and well, you got to take these moments where there are conflicts and situations. Those are the teachable moments. That's when people learn things, when there's actually something to gain. You know what I mean? Like, if I go read a bunch of shit in a book or whatever, it doesn't mean that they're learning about it. They may be familiar with it, but it's just different, right? But instead, you got niggas out here who are just, and I guarantee this fucking program because it's a diversity program. It's made by a fucking minority. So they're gonna write this thing from this stupid fucking minority perspective, right? And it's dumb. Like, I don't expect anybody to fucking understand my life. Now, if somebody says, hey man, Honcho, what's going on with you? You know, tell me this, that's different. But for me to be just like, it's again that level of fucking entitlement that you should just know. Like, fucking white people got a whole fucking life of their own. Mexicans got a life of their own. Asians, everybody else got a fucking life of their own. They got their own history. They got their own culture. They got their own shit to fucking deal with. Not to fucking actively, let me just go understand this 400 years of oppression and slavery for black people and somehow trans people and history. That's how the fuck is this built on the back of transphobia? Like, motherfuckers was crossing the Delaware, a tranny, kill it. Like, what the fuck? Like, no, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother argument. Like, some of this conversation is definitely going to have to go directly to Discord. Because I'm not saying everything I fucking want to say. Like, I know the fucking platform I'm on. But it is what it is. But to me, that's fucking an arrogant thing. I don't want to give a fuck about what you got going on, your history and all this. Because niggas don't know the history of nobody else. Niggas don't give a fuck about nobody else's culture. Like, they don't, right? Because if they did, what we would do is realize that every fucking group in the world has been oppressed in some form or fashion, right? And they found a way to take that oppression and grow into some form of culture or grow from it to make themselves beneficial to whatever society they may be in, whatever country it may be. It's not just in America, it's happening all over the fucking world. There's groups and cultures that have been oppressed, that their rights violated, been demeaned, and then have overcome these situations to thrive in the countries in which they're in. The only one, I don't want to say the only one, because there are black people that are very successful. They're not, consuming themselves with this bullshit. But right now, the most current one is not showing any signs of growing towards success, and that is, black Americans. But we'll come back to that. Let's get some more diversity training. Appreciate the love, 17. What, 50 years ago? I thought that was about 50 days ago, Heidi. But again, I'm not encouraging anybody. Oh, y'all gotta pardon me, because Oh. I don't think I'll get it, but I'm gonna be honest. I was like, I've been waiting for this fucking. So I'll tell you, I fuck with that NBA Top Shot shit, right? And it didn't go the way I anticipated today, but we're gonna see. I might have some. I might be able to catch. We'll see. We'll see. They're gonna sell me a stupid fucking pack from the basic series to release 35. It's like 2 things. That's fucking dumb, dog. I'm fucking pissed off. Now that I read that, I thought it was something better. I'm even more mad now. Fucking piece of shit. Fuck you, NBA Top Shot. Anyway, so yeah, I'm still waiting in line for that shit. And I still got fucking 2 packs I need to open anyway. Anyway, let's get back to this shit. White employees told should work through feelings of guilt, shame, defensive to understand what is beneath them and what needs to be healed. They must listen with empathy to black colleagues and not question or debate black colleagues' lived experience. Look, man, I don't listen to niggas. I'm not encouraging you to listen to black folks. And when I talk about niggas, that encompasses everybody. But I'm not sitting here telling you to listen to none of this shit, because it's like, this is where we're at right now. You got black people, you got like black niggas, and then you got some variation of just bitch ass motherfucker. Like, I don't even know where they come. Like, it's just this overwhelming, entitled, pussified black American that I fucking cannot stand, dog. Like, there's just this overwhelming influx of bitch ass black America I cannot fuck with, dog. And they just think like bitches, they operate like bitches, they view the lens of everything from like a bitch ass perspective, and it's so fucking weak, it disgusts me, right? It fucking disgusts me. And I have no love, no empathy, no sympathy for them. You live in a country where you have more opportunity than anywhere else in the fucking world. But instead of taking advantage of that fucking opportunity, you complain about it. Then motherfuckers get up and complain while they're benefiting from these fucking opportunities. There's no other country in the world you could go holler and cry about racial shit all fucking day and become rich. Become fucking billionaires and all this other fucking dumb shit from crying, right? Complaining and crying and being a fucking bitch. Anyway, this is where it gets real funny, because with a lot of this stuff, when it's all about diversity and we're viewing everything through the lens of race, and we're doing this the right way, it looks just like fucking segregation, the same shit that these motherfuckers cried about, right? And then again, it's so fucking dumb. Motherfuckers get so smart, they turn stupid. Anyway, should focus not on equality or equal treatment, but on equity and equality of outcome. That is the word. Like, everything that's going on with this, like, is anti-me. Like, as I was reading some of this shit, I'm like, this stuff is diversity training for white people. I'm white people, according to Disney, because a lot of this shit is me, nigga. I'm not fucking changing, right? But I'll get to that when we pull up the documents. So anyway, a point should reflect on the country's racist infrastructure and think carefully about whether or not their wealth is derived from, like, who gives a fuck? Who really gives a fuck, right? Because, again, it is what it is. You have the opportunity now to win, to do whatever the fuck you want to do, but your motherfucker's still so worried about the past that they trip over, but again, when you're always looking behind yourself, you're going to trip over things in the journey to your future. And so that's why motherfuckers stumble and fumble, because they want to sit here and cry about a bunch of bullshit you can't fucking change, that don't fucking matter, dog. Like, again, it is what it is. The Latino group is called, I'm sorry, the initial creation of racially segregated affinity groups for minority employees aimed at reaching culturally authentic insights, right? And this is what I'm saying. This is where the shit is, it's so woke, it becomes the thing that you're fucking fighting against. You got a Latino group called Ola, an Asian group is called Compass, and the black group is the thing that all you dumb niggas love to fucking think is gonna come. You niggas are so stupid, dog. Like, fuck this, bro. Niggas are so dumb, bro. Like, the TV is taking y'all over. The movies are taking y'all. Niggas are so retarded that you gotta fuck, your group is based on a fucking fictional place created by a white man. You dumb idiot. Anywho, the black group is called Wakanda. Wakanda forever. If Wakanda's forever, I'll never. Wakanda never, nigga. Fuck you. Motherfucker, fuck Wakanda forever. Wakanda never, nigga. I'd never go. If they built that bitch, I'd never go. Now, Wakanda is like Atlanta. It turned into a fucking big limp wrist factory. Anyway, the company's come under fire for its relationship with China over the alleged human rights violation, 21-day racial equity, and social justice challenge. I'm getting angry reading this, dog. It's stupid shit. Participants are encouraged to fill out a white privilege checklist, which includes markers like, I am white, I am heterosexual, I am a man, I still identify as the gender I was born with, I've never been raped, I don't rely on public transportation, I've never been called a terrorist. We've done it. We've done it. They say never go there, but we've gone there. They tell you, never go full retard. We are there. We are fully there. There's no going back. I've been telling niggas for months, last few months especially, like, I think we've crossed the threshold of, like, the return to any form of normalcy or sensibility. And I'm not just talking about the jab, but I'm just talking about, like, in society, like, we're dumb. We're done. It's a wrap, right? Like, this type of shit. This is the world that the kids are going to be raised in. But this is why I say I don't want. I've seen this coming for you. This is why I say I would not bear children to bring them into a world full of you idiots. It's not enough, and I'm not talking about you. If you're here, obviously you have some sense about yourself. But the rest of them, right? Because I'm only going to be around for so long. And I hate for them to have to suffer to live amongst whatever people are now, right? I guess I should pop this shit out. I'm not even looking at the chat. I apologize, dog. Like, I'm just in my own little zone right now. Dog, it is what it is, dog. It's just, dog, like, I'm in a position where I'm done with this dumb shit, dog. Like, and if you know, let's keep it 1,000, and we're gonna jump back in this. I used to be on the other side of things, right? I used to be, yeah, Black Lives Matter. I understand, like, the idea. I never was a supporter group, but like I say, when I actually read what their premise was, like, that's when shit started changing a few years back. Like, this was years when they first came online, before I ever had a channel or anything like that. And this is why my views started changing then. But I used to be like that. I used to do all that, like, and it's just like, man, when you wake up and you view your life through a lens of race, you are a racist. A racist and racism, like, it's a system. It's a system of no. It's a way of living. Systemic racism wouldn't exist if racism itself was the system, right? It's an illusion. Preaching they ate the love, man. Yeah, absolutely. I'm moving on. No, I'm trying to go out to Wyoming, but Trill says I think in the winter it gets really, really bad out there. I'm trying to go where it's minimal niggatry going on, minimal wokeness, minimal limp-wristedness. Just like give me some land and and some cows, like 3 goats. I'm gonna need like at least like 8 chickens, and the rest, as long as it's fertile enough for me to grow some shit. Like I'm Gucci, dog. Like and give me some of that. What's that Starlink? That shit that they're working on, that internet now, where you can basically work from anywhere, like high speed internet from anywhere on the satellite. Give me some of that shit. So just when I need to tap in with the den and all y'all, I'll fuck with y'all. But it's terrible. I can't. Like, we'll get back to it. Anyway, but like I say, my beliefs started changing once I started realizing stuff. And I look at how I thought about everything then. It was through the lens of white people this, that, and they're this, then they put it. And it's like, the white people ain't giving a fuck, dog. Like, this is where niggas got to realize you waking up worried about everything everybody else is fucking doing. Well, these people don't give a fuck about you. Like, I talk about hate. That's why I don't hate anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because hate eats away at you, while whoever the fuck you mad and you hate, they don't give a fuck. They're living their fucking life. Like, they really just minding their own fucking business. They don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't care. And it's nothing wrong with that. Like, you're fucking arrogant as fuck to think, well, you should give a fuck about what happened to my ancestors 400 years ago that didn't really impact me because I want some credit for it. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, get the fuck on. And I'm not gonna sit there and say, like, shit don't go. Like, shit don't happen. But shit ain't happening the way that they're saying it's happening. Decades ago, years ago, absolutely. Like, shit was shaking. But the way motherfuckers are acting, like, get the fuck. No, it's not. Shout out to the gentleman that left a comment on the channel. And YouTube's been deleting comments. It's been doing a bunch of dumb shit. Like, that's just, everything's frustrating. But he had said something about, growing up hating white people, all his life. But he lived in the south side of Chicago, and then when he moved, he realized he'd never really even seen white people. So, like, why did he hate them? Why was he so angry? Because it's niggas that brainwash you, dog. It's the niggas you don't like. The niggas that use white people as a proxy for your problems. It's you creating your problem. You live in fucking America. If you can see the fucking Africans come over here and thrive, why? Why? Because they no product is like, well, you know why? Because they're not thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they may not have had to deal with it, but they're not thinking about it. They're focused on something, right? So you can say they could be mad that they're going to the country where the white man came and stole their ancestors and brought them over here. They're not worried about that shit. They coming over here because they see the opportunity. You talk about West Indians, Caribbean, people from the Caribbean. They don't have black people problems. Caribbean, for people from the Caribbeans and stuff like West Indies, are black. They have a lot of dark-skinned folks. They got some other shit going on over there too. So, like, if we're just talking about the visual, because that's what you see when you're talking about racism, motherfucker's not coming up, that motherfucker is definitely Nigerian. He's from Ghana. He's fucking, like, you're black, you white, you whatever the fuck it is. You just see this shit, on site and whatever. So, why aren't they experiencing the same fucking problems? Why aren't Africans in mass complaining about the problems that's going on in this country? They're trying to migrate over. They're trying to bring their children over here. They're trying to get the American education. They're trying to take advantage of the American system and the opportunities that are here. Why? It's a terrible place. Black people have to tell them, hey, as soon as you get off the plane, you're going to get gunned down. It's a terrible place here. Why are you coming here? How are you being successful? Because they're not worried about the dumb shit. They see the opportunity. Oh, the white man did some shit to my people a long time. What about the nigga that lived next door to you that shot your cousin? That nigga done more damage to you and your family and society than the white man has done to you. But we don't want to talk about that shit because motherfuckers like, that's like niggas is just so washed out. Like, I got nothing for you. Like, I'm not trying to save nobody. I'm here to complain. I made that decision like yesterday. I'm not here to try to save anybody. We're going to talk sense and sensibility, but I'm here to complain. I can't stand you niggas. And when I'm talking about niggas, again, across the spectrum, but I'm around, well, when I'm around niggas, it's usually black niggas. There's white niggas, a lot of y'all. Like, some super influx of Mexican niggas going on. But again, let's talk about it. Let's finish this thing. Again, so for me, if you're white and you're listening to this, oh, I guess I can buy this now. You piece of shit. Fuck you. Let me buy this deal. I almost missed it fucking talking shit, alright? I'm mad. I'm super fucking mad. I didn't even fucking use this damn balance. I paid in fucking Ethereum, right? And I had to pay the fucking gas fees on that shit. And the fucking Ethereum fucking sucks, bro. It's done. Until they figure that shit out, that shit is fucking done, dog. You can't fucking, it's unusable, dog. The fucking fees are retarded. It's the fucking anti-crypto. You know what I'm talking about? Let me see something down. So what I'm trying to figure out right now is, because I got this base set, and this is like a set from what? Open later. All right, let me see what I got here. Give me a second. I'm being a dickhead a little bit. Got a 35, a 33. You know. So that's what I'm saying. The 34 pack comes out this week. And so next week when the 35 comes out, they're going to let me buy another pack because I missed out on this shit. You fucking asshole. We're going to find out. I'm going to be mad if I can't. But anyway, getting back to this shit. And we'll talk about Top Shot later for those who are curious. And if you're not, well, good for you. So, public transportation, who cares? I've never been called terrorist. Who cares? Like, the niggas who need to be called terrorists, domestic terrorists in your own fucking neighborhood, shooting shit up, robbing people, tying people up, stealing. For a fucking stab you for $6, those are terrorists. Those are domestic terrorists. You live amongst them. Crackheads should be labeled terrorists too, because they're annoying as fuck. Are told shift from white dominant culture to something different. I want y'all to remember that, because I'm gonna focus on that in a second. I'm gonna bring up some of the documents based on white dominant culture to something different. Competition, individualism, timeless, comprehensiveness are white dominant values that perpetuate white supremacy. I didn't read this article, right? Before this video, I hadn't read none of these articles, right? I just saw the thing about it and I'm like, we're gonna talk about it. Because I'm trying to get to where I provide more genuine, off the cuff response. So sometimes I read shit, and there's a lot of stories I be wanting to talk about, but I read them and I think about them until I'm, I don't want to talk about it anymore. So I want you guys to see how I really feel about things. So I haven't read any of this. And this shit is making me fucking sick. All right, I'm gonna. I just fucking YouTube. I wish it was like YouTube before it was a thing, when motherfuckers could just say anything. Cause there's so much more shit I want to say. I just gotta go to a competitor. Competition. I love fucking competition. Competition. You talk about like sports, which every motherfucking person think their kid is going to be a success. Every motherfucker competes to try to fucking win or go to the NBA, get a college scholarship. Competition, a good thing that has changed lots of people's lives, put a lot of money in people's pockets, giving a lot of people jobs, who teach people how to be better competitors, how to be better athletes, things of that nature. Competition is a white thing. Okay. That's interesting. Individualism. I believe this. And this I do believe, right? Because when a nigga has his own thoughts, ideas, views, and perspective on shit that deviates from the norm, black people who say they're the most, we're all creative and we're this and we're telling all this, be the first motherfuckers to attack him. You've seen some of the gentlemen in here who've had their own views, who may be black and lean more conservatively. You've seen people in here who may agree with other things attack them on this platform, right? Crazy shit. Company recommends that employees read 75 things white people can do for racial justice. I wouldn't read it if it was given to me for free. I wouldn't read that bitch if it was called one thing white people can do for racial justice. Right? A how-to guide that tells readers how to defund the police, participate in reparations, decolonize your bookshelf, find and join a local white space. So y'all don't realize like all this shit is like subtle segregation, right? The shit that, that we talk about the civil rights leaders fought so hard for. And I have my own views on segregation. I think it was the worst thing that happened to niggas. And it's niggas' fault that it's the worst thing that happened to niggas. And so we can talk about that another time. like I say, I feel another one of those, pro-black conversations coming up soon. So remember, if you don't like it, I enjoyed you while you were here. Appreciate your love, Savage Donald Trump. I want everybody to know it's okay to be. It's absolutely okay to be white. If you're white, don't let nobody shame you for some shit you can't fucking control. Like, this is why this shit is all super dumb, right? Because ultimately, none of us had a say-so in how we got here. None of us. If your life was shitty and you were born into a shitty situation, blame your fucking parents for having you, knowing they were in a shitty situation. Then, if you're older than 18, don't blame your parents. Blame your fucking self that you're in a shitty situation in the greatest country in the world. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to, and I'm not a nationalist. I've never been like on some super go America shit. I was raised Jehovah's Witness, never fucking like saluted the flag or nothing like that, right? That was against the religion, so we didn't do none of those things. Didn't celebrate. But there is no other country in which you have the opportunity that you do in America. Motherfuckers making you can open up a business right now and start making money. And again, if you're talking about an internet business, you can do that anywhere in the world. But like I say, there's physical business you can pop in America and make that nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a great country. Now, there's a lot of weird shit starting to happen. It might not be that great, a couple of years from now, depending on who, what, where, when, and how. But we'll get into that another conversation. Like, you niggas be talking about, I'm going to go back to Africa. Go back to Africa and let them niggas extort your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Go to Kenya where the cops going to pocket check your bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, like I was talking about it last night in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, like, y'all are missing every fucking thing. I'm not even going to tell y'all to get in that bitch no more. You just missing, like, it's the greatest shit on earth. Like, I love it. I love the Discord. I love the people in the Discord. 99% of the time. So, like, the motherfuckers over there, if you get on, like, you can see motherfuckers over there talk about, like, the cops will extort you. You got some money. You gonna leave. Your pocket's gonna be a little bit lighter. They'll stop you on the fucking road if they know you're a black American. So get the fuck out of here. You feel me? Like, it's like niggas just be living in these fantasies. And I remember watching a video of this black couple, went over to Africa, and now they crying because they want to come back to America. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you should have recognized the signs. You've never met a Jehovah's Witness that cusses like me. I got your goddamn watchtower. You're going to read it? Asshole. The Jehovah's Witnesses were woke before everybody. Remember, they used to have the two magazines, the Watchtower and the Awake. So I've been awake for a long time. But all bullshit to the side, like I've said it before, like if I was ever to be back super religious or anything like that, I would be. Because I believe that certain things need discipline, structure, and there's, like I say, certain behaviors that Jehovah's Witnesses participate in that I notice that other religions don't follow so closely, and there's certain things I do believe in there. But the end game, I don't really know. But that's another conversation. So, I'll stop, dog. See, that's the problem. Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons are not the same. The little niggas popping wheelies on the side of the road with the black tie and white, those are Mormons, dog. You know what I'm saying? Those are Mormons, right? Those are not Jehovah's Witnesses, okay? America's being attacked right now, attacked the organ. Oh, yeah. I've been telling people. It's about to get really real. Thank you, Miss Shonda. I appreciate the love. Dog, it's about to get really real. Like, and that's what y'all got to understand. You know, motherfuckers want to send aid over here and help out over here and do all this shit all the while fucking yourself off. But let's finish this article. No, it's done. That is the end of the article, actually, for the most part. Oh, I was going on my rampage. Individualism. Timeliness. Yeah, that is some white people shit. My ass. I was late to the stream tonight. I ain't got shit on. That's definitely some white people shit. My ass ain't never on time. So, excuse me. Incomprehensive. White dominant values perpetuate white supremacy. Remember the pussy niggas I was talking about earlier in the stream? Bitch niggas, bitch acid black folks that exist. Like I told you, it's three. It's like real black people who ain't fucking with the bullshit, who getting it and taking advantage of, happy to be here, happy to raise families, happy to build structure, happy to have things. You got the bitch ass complainers who complain about everything even though they're benefiting off the shit. And then you just got the black niggas over there too, hanging with the white niggas and the Mexican niggas and the Asian. There's Asian niggas, dude. I don't know if y'all knew, but there's Asian niggas out there, right? They're deep. Anyway, so all of that's going on, right? And where was that? White supremacy, right? Only time you ever hear me say white supremacy is if I'm reading it off of something or somebody else. That's not a phrase that's in my vernacular. Because for me to say white supremacy is for me to say that I believe a white man is better than me. And if you're waiting on me to say that, you might as well hold your breath underwater with some fucking bricks tied to your ankles. I'll never say that. Like I say, a man is a man in my book, and the decision that a man makes is, what creates the outcome in his life. I've made certain bad decisions. I've made certain good decisions. I don't blame anybody for anything. Oh, the fucking white man made me sell drugs. He put the gun in my hand. Niggas who ain't never seen a white person outside of maybe school blaming white folks for all their fucking problems, bro. There's no such thing as white supremacy. I don't believe in it. And I don't believe it. It does not exist. You can say there's power in numbers. There's mostly white folks out here, so it creates a situation where it could be more beneficial, but it's not this thing like motherfuckers make it seem. Back in the gap, maybe a little bit different. Now, get the fuck on, bro. Like, kiss my ass, get the fuck on. I'm not listening to that nonsense. Decolonize your bookshelf. When I set up my bookshelf, I was actually going to put it behind me. But there's some books on my bookshelf that y'all might not need to know that I read or have read. Right? You may be surprised. So everything ain't for everybody. Don't look. Fuck all this stuff. Like, again, when motherfuckers try to ban you from reading shit, try to prevent you from reading things, question them because they don't mean well for you. Anyway, this report comes after Disney restricted access to classic movies, even Dumbo and Peter Pan. I think they even said something about Aladdin, right? Say they're concerned about racist stereotypes that appear in the films. Swiss Family Robinson, I don't think I ever watched that. The Aristocats, I don't think I ever watched that. Will be removed from Disney Plus menus for children under the age of 7. I don't know. Somebody tell me what's going on in those movies that impacts people under the age of 7. I don't know. Prior to the restriction, Disney added content warnings to the movies in October, which read, "These stereotypes were wrong and are then or wrong now. Rather than remove the content, we want to acknowledge its harmful impact, learn, and spark conversation to create a more inclusive future together." You want to create a more inclusive future together, but then we create separatist groups called Ola, Compass, and Wakanda, right? Cool beans, bro. I really believe that. Just in case y'all didn't like that particular article, I'm not giving you anything Newsweek, kiss my ass. Again, a lot of same stuff. Matter of fact, it's not going to be on there. I don't want to do that. I want the actual thing. And we can go on. There's a lot of same stuff. Look at this nigga, this double agent, fucking Mickey. He's a dirty dude. You can't trust nobody. White gloves, real dirty. You know what I'm saying? But again, 21 Day Challenge, a lot of the same shit. Check. Here we go. Yeah, this is what we want to do. Can we pull this up? All right. Let's look at some of these things. I got a notification. I'm not going to click on the notification because I have crazy stuff going on my Twitter page. But while I'm here, make sure you follow on Twitter, wherever my name is, Ed Honcho HTX. Just look for the King Coon and you found it. Okay, well, the documents are basically here. So let's do this, right? Okay, so this is the guy who dropped it. This is the whistleblower, right? Obtain internal documents that will shock you. Let's check it out. Reimagine tomorrow. What can I do about racism? An anti-racism discussion guide, right? Real quick. Dumbo has a crow named Jim Crow. That's hilarious. Why are they all together? Again, I'm going to go right back to that, right? Racism and transphobia. That's two separate arguments, right? And transphobia. Oh my God. I want this channel to stay alive. Or it's alive. I mean, it feels like it's on life support now sometimes. I know I be saying shit. The fucking YouTube just not fucking with. I fucking uploaded some videos and now, they got like the machine learning AI fucking check that checks your shit for all the fucking words, and that shit was not good. But I wanted to say something, and I want to say it. I'll say it in Discord. Let me just write this down. Remind me in the after party after the stream, and the after party is the Discord, to ask me what I was going to say about the term transphobia. Okay. And then we'll get that. Shannon used to set up booby traps for Jehovah's Witnesses. I could go somewhere with that, but I'll just leave it alone. All right. So let's look at it, right? Reimagine Tomorrow. My bad. Anti-racism discussion guide. You know when you like talk about anti-racism, you're like kind of being racist talking about it, right? Such a weird thing. Like that shit used to never make sense to me, but it kind of is. Allyship for race consciousness. Oh, we conscious, like conscious. Wait, is there a conscious white rapper? I'm curious. Would that be Logic? Don't get mad at me if you're a Logic fan. That's your problem. All right. It says, recognize your colleagues are also processing the ways in which the pandemic is disproportionately affecting black people. Well, the plandemic, which was planned, if it is disproportionately affecting black people, well, you know to blame. Blame the people that the black people voted for, right? And blame the niggas for voting for them. They did it to them fucking selves. If you're feeling confused, shocked, or you've recently awakened to systemic racism, recognize that it's probably not new to your black / African American colleagues. Let's cancel African American. Right? And here's the funny thing. Because there's niggas who hate America, but they'll call themselves African American. Let's cancel that. Like, you niggas ain't never been to Africa. Half y'all, 93% of y'all ain't never going. I might. Like, I might. I'm thinking about it. You know, I'll put it on the bucket list, but it's not for the reasons that y'all thinking. But yeah, I plan on eventually when I clear some other hurdles to go to Africa, but not for what y'all were talking about. I'm cool with black. We need to find some other shit. Call it ebony. Ebony sounds way more sophisticated. Yes, the ebony people of America. I'm an ebony American. What is it? What's the other shit? What's the other black stone? Or the black? What is it, like obsidian or something like that? Is that black? Is it like obsidian and something else? The obsidian Americans. We need something new, right? Anyway, avoid messages like, I can't believe this is happening. What? That's like a natural reaction. You said, oh man, I can't believe this is happening. You fucking racist. What's so harmful about that? Like, basically all this shit is telling motherfuckers, just shut up and let them talk. The murders of Breonna Taylor. Sean Reed. I don't even know who Sean Reed is. I'm gonna be honest. That one I'm not sure. If you remember the Sean Reed story, like it's been so many of these stories, like I'm forgetting some of them. Some of them I'm probably not even hip to. If you know who the Sean Reed is, let me know in the comments. I'll check that. Ahmaud Arbery. Did y'all get the flyer for the Ahmaud Arbery birthday bash? Y'all didn't get the invite? Y'all didn't hit the club for the Ahmaud Arbery birthday bash? Did y'all see that? Did you see that? If y'all didn't see it, go check the Ahmaud Arbery Foundation website. And again, we're making foundations for people who probably would have never made foundations if they were alive. Probably. Not saying they won't. I don't know the dude. Whatever, bro. Again, like I said, we just go out of control for shit. But Ahmaud Arbery was a situation where I felt like, yeah, dudes, if they weren't cops and you kill somebody, like, yeah, you fucking go to jail. Again, I'm not saying anything else other than that. George Floyd, we all know. George Floyd is going to have more streets than MLK when they say no. Like by the year 2030, they're going to wipe out all the MLKs because, you know, he was a rapist and he was a misogynist. They're going to wipe out all of that, and they're going to replace all the MLKs in America with George Floyd Parkway or some shit, right? Tony McDade, don't know who that is. Nina Pop, don't know who that is. Rashard Brooks, I think that was the one to do in the Wendy's at the car. a dumb major, whatever, I don't know. And countless others are part of a long history of systemic racism and transphobia. So again, there's some trans in here, right? There's obviously some trans in here. And I don't know. Again, that's a fucking different problem. Like racism and trans LG whatever fucking shit don't go together. And this is the problem too. Like I'm gonna get to that. I'm an angry man today. I'm fucking super angry and I like it. Right? I'm an angry man and I think who's that trail? Let me pull the chat up. Like I said, I'm in my own little zone over here. I'm way out of there. Nigga. Oh, you talking shit about the lava lamp? Fuck you, Trill. Appreciate the love. Nigga, the lava lamp. I been right here. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. Under the fucking table. Oh, bitch, you just let it fall. I gotta get a light bulb for that bitch. I didn't just order one off Amazon. I'm being a fucking dickhead. I don't know who's trans on that list. It's none of my business. If you are in the Discord, I was about to crack a fucking joke about possession and spirits and all that. I'm gonna leave it. If y'all know, y'all already know where I'm going with it. If you're not in the Discord, I'm not even gonna go there, bro. But let's separate LGBT shit. I did a video, but it's probably over a year ago. LGBT shit is not black shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm tired of motherfuckers like tying that shit together. If you LGBT, like cool, you know, there are issues that you have, but your issues are not black issues. And most people in that LGBT group put their LGBT alphabet issues before ebony issues, right? Before the obsidian issues. I'm gonna make this thing a new thing. Trust me. And Heidi had a good suggestion. We're gonna start a movement, right? We're gonna start a movement, which I think should be, nobody should have an issue with. We're gonna start a movement to get Sean King to take an ancestry test and post it live on the interwebs, right? We need to find out. Let me pull this back up. I'm all over the place. And boop boop. Yeah, so we're seeing current unrest represents a tipping point and heightened awareness of the movement. It's not it's just motherfuckers bored at home, ain't got shit to do. It's just a few factors that came together. Like, the fuck, bro? And it made the shit be more notable. I won't say more noticeable. Some of these issues have just blown out of proportion that shouldn't have been. Right? But imagine like if you live off MLK and they really changed that shit to fucking like George Floyd Street. Now learn. Deepening your insight and knowledge is a critical first step to understanding the magnitude and complexity of the current state and building empathy toward authentically connect with your colleagues. Take ownership of educating yourself about structural anti-black racism in the current and historical context. Opt for sources from black authors, journalists, and org. You better fucking not do that shit. If I've been telling y'all niggas anything since the fucking den been on. If you black and you don't get your black ass out the goddamn black book section and go read some other. See, this is the fucking problem. Do we keep telling niggas, don't pay attention to nobody but yourself. Again, the answers to solving the problem Will Smith. And I'm sorry, the black delegation got my vote to vote Will Smith out because he's been on some questionable shit lately. But Will Smith said something a long time ago, and you know, this is one of the things. Will Smith actually changed my life. Will Smith is one of the reasons I started changing my perspective on a lot of shit too. But he said, if you've ever had a problem, it's a good chance somebody's ever wrote a book about it, right? Somebody's had that same problem, wrote a book about it. So why don't motherfuckers go study what it is that other people did to get out of their situations, to get out of their struggles, to get out of their problems as a culture, as a group, as a whole, whatever. But that would take a little work, right? Anywho, don't rely on your black colleagues to educate you. This is emotionally taxing. What's emotionally taxing is reading this shit. What's emotionally taxing is every day seeing bitch ass niggas crying about shit that is not a factor. It's only a factor because you make it. Like I've said multiple times, racism is such an easy fucking cop-out. If I go to a store and have an altercation with a white man, for whatever reason. It could be the same altercation that I have with a nigga, with a black man, with a fucking Hispanic man. I won't have that altercation with an Asian man. I don't want to get my ass kicked. They all know martial arts, right? That's a long running joke in the Den Stop Asian Hate. Anyway, so, but because it was with a non-minority, or nowadays, you know, the Mexicans are racist too, right? That was what the professor said, the lady professor at the community college. So if I can have the same argument with a white man that I have with a black man, but the element I get to add to that comment, well, he's racist because I'm black, right? That's the first thing I can go to and just call him racist with no credibility, with no merit, with no factual backing. Just because people of two different races having a disagreement. It's a fucking cop-out, bro. And it's like I say, there's a lot of niggas use that shit. They don't deal with, be around no white people, but the one time they do, and they be acting like full-blown on some nigga shit, and somebody like, hey, check your behavior. Oh, you goddamn racist. You're a fucking racist. You just hate black people. You know what I'm saying? The same shit with women. You fucking tell a woman, hey, you acting online. You acting crazy. Mainly black women. You hate black women. Why should I behave? Why should I smile? Smiling? No, did y'all see the smiling? Please, ladies. All right, real quick poll. 0 for no, 1 for yes. We work binary. We don't do the non-binary over here. We're binary over here. 0 for no, 1 for yes. If you are a lady, if you're not a lady, please don't answer this. I'm gonna question your, the strength in your wrist. Is it an issue for you to smile in public? Right? Is it an issue for you to smile in public? 0 for no, 1 for yes. Right? Disney will be peanut racing slavery when they make money off China. Oh, exactly. And I love China. China, if you're watching, I love China. They're coming. We only got a little bit. Be more careful. How are you doing this evening? Good to see you. I hope all is well. 187 Obama. Where's the Trump library? MLK streets. Yeah, it always works. That's the crazy shit, right? The guy was supposed to be. Let me see what's going on. I'm getting notifications and shit in the background. The guy who was supposed to be a leader. All would have seen what I just did. I am a fucking asshole, bro. Oh my God. I just did the dumbest shit. In that small amount of time, I just did the dumbest shit ever. Anyway, so let's get back to it, right? Niggas, get out the fucking black book section. Go read. Use that knowledge to improve your life. You have the same opportunities in this country as anybody else. Like, don't believe the fucking hype. And you know what? And if there is a barrier to entry, break that bitch, right? Be a trendsetter. Be a pioneer. Quit being afraid to fucking do some shit. Because, well, they might not like me over there. I don't know. Like, do the shit. If you buy it, then do the shit. Otherwise, shut the fuck up, dog. I'm tired of motherfuckers crying every day. I'm tired. Like, we'll get to it. This is emotionally taxing. Again, like I say, emotionally taxing is listening to niggas cry every day about racism. And then, like, niggas don't even really have no racist experience. The majority of niggas in America was like 48, 49 million black people in America. The majority of those people's racist experiences are from watching television, from watching other people talk about something they perceived as racist happening to them, listen to other niggas tell them that was some racist shit because a motherfucking person who was not the same color as them didn't like something in their behavior, whatever it was, which is basic ass shit, right? But again, here we are, right? All right, let me see. How can you affect change in your sphere of influence? Is there an opportunity to share your learning with other allies? Look, this is another thing that I got with you niggas, dog. Stop fucking looking for allies and figure the fucking shit out. Because guess what? The same motherfucker that shit there, and again, a lot of those left-leaning, super wokey woke types, yeah, we gotta help the black folks. Let me the same motherfucker turn around, call your ass all kind of names in your motherfucking face when the shit gets sketchy. But y'all don't get that. Let's see. My black car. Oh, shit, I lost my black car a long time Interesting. Okay. That's interesting that, I'll say the lady say it's not a problem. We've had conversations with women in here and said that it is a problem to smile. Like, wow. I thought smiling used less muscles than, I don't even want to talk about that. We're not going to talk about the Rockets. 50 and a quarter, goddamn. I'm selling all my Rockets Top Shot cards. But, like, smiling uses less muscles than frowning, right? We have a familiar den folk who told us the other day that smiling causes wrinkles. So why smile? And you wonder why people call you angry or think you're angry when you walk around looking like you're fucking angry, even when you're not, because it's a stressful thing to smile. Smiling is not for my benefit, it's for your own benefit. Anyway, reflecting on the diversity of your personal and professional networks and how racial and other dimensions of your identity. This is teaching people to be racist. When you're being taught to look at everything through the lens of race, that's being a racist. And I'm telling you this because I'm a racist. I look at everything through the lens of race. But again, not the way you think. I understand that there are issues that come with various cultures, with various societies, with various types of people. I acknowledge this. I don't let it impact how I handle people, or that, well, this person, that goddamn Genghis Khan, historically might have had an impact on the Asian American culture. That goddamn Great Wall of China. Again, I be familiar. But I'm not going to say, oh, let me just treat you special because your great granny and somebody might have went this way. Like, fuck that, bro. Like, again, bullshit. Motherfuckers spend more time in the American school system than they have under slavery, and somehow education isn't impacting them. Education hasn't had a direct impact on them, but somehow slavery has, right? Get the fuck out of here. Dimension of your identity give or do not give you access and advantage. Proximity to black people or being a part of a marginalized group does not mean you cannot harbor bias. Everybody said, but I don't give a fuck if people are biased. I like bias. I like being biased. Acknowledge your emotional reaction to this process, the sources of discomfort, productive ways to address it, examine and work through feelings of guilt, shame, and defensiveness to understand what is beneath them and what needs to be healed. Look, I'm going to be honest with you, too. I don't care if white people believe this shit or not. Because, one, if you don't and you behave normally, it benefits me. If you do, and you start becoming like a weirdo, groveling, all this weird shit, it benefits me. So, honestly, I don't even really care, right? But I do think this is fucking buffoonery. Acknowledge your emotional reaction. Probably, blah, 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 into that. Recognize your colleagues are also processing the ways in which the pandemic is. We read that shit. Like, fuck all that dumb shit, dog. Like I say, it's excuses. Like, I ain't got no excuses for nobody. But again, like, take the blame. Blame is power. Like, the sooner motherfuckers realize that, like, take control, take the blame, take the responsibility for your life. That's power, dog. It's a great feeling. Like, you don't have a weak ass mother. Like, I feel like a weak ass bitch. Fucking invisible white man is pulling strings and just controlling everything in my life. He made me go buy that crack. He made me post up on that corner and sell it. Even though I was making good money and I was enjoying the lifestyle and buying the J's and the chains and the glasses, it got me arrested. Shame on that white man. Come on, bro. Like, let's stop the nonsense, dog. Let's stop the nonsense. This shit, bro. This is the shit right here. Fuck equity, nigga. Hashtag, drop it in the chat. Hashtag fuck equity. You're not entitled to equality of outcomes. You're entitled to the equality of opportunity. That's it. Period. You take that opportunity and do what you need to do with it. If you don't maximize, that's your bitch ass fault. Nobody's supposed to get. People don't appreciate shit they ain't worked for, bro. This is well known. You give a motherfucker a gift, they treat it like shit. Or especially with children, if they ain't never worked for their spoiled kid, they don't give a fuck about shit. Like, people don't appreciate shit that they did not work for, right? And so, hey, a little bit of struggle is good. Show some appreciation. Equality is a noble goal. Equal treatment and access to opportunities help each of us perform our best within a shared set of parameters. But we really need to be striving for equity. No, the fuck we don't. We're to focus on the equality of the outcome. Where we focus on the equality of the outcome, not the equality of the experience, by taking an individual needs and skills into account. Bro, so I'm supposed to sell myself short so that you can have a better life. Right? That's basically what it's saying. What I say to that is fuck you. It's like a fucking lion saying, oh, well, I really want to eat today, but I have to kill that gazelle. That wouldn't be fair for him. He needs to eat too. You know, like, fuck that. I ain't finna sell myself short for nobody. Like, this is such a dumb mentality. But again, make everybody weak-minded. Makes everything easier for the powers that be. A challenge. So what can you do about racism? Right? Krishna Kuman of ISEC says to do this to combat it in your organization. Leaders, take some time to step back and reflect on the diversity and inclusion strategies you're presently pursuing. Dog, look, if I ran a major corporation, there would be no diversity. That we would not even talk about that shit. Like, I want the best of the best. And if it happened to be one particularly major group, then that's what we rocking with. Fuck it. Anyway, all this dumb shit, YWCA, eliminating racism, empowering women. So if you eliminate racism, you make women stronger? Okay. I don't even got nothing for it, bro. I'm like a theory. I'm running out of gas, baby. And that's why I say niggas who be out there championing this shit, you wearing yourself out. You're eradicating your own existence. Because this ain't about you. Like, all this racism, equality, all this, it's not about men at all. You don't realize you're an oppressor. Because all these advantages that they're talking about you, black man. So remember black women told you that you're the white people of black people. Remember, women, tens of thousands of women were sharing and retweeting and saying that. Black women. Stupid asses. So this isn't about you. Look, there's not a there's not a man on this panel. Thank you from the 21-day Racial Equity and Social Justice Challenge team. Not a man on the panel. Not in there, another. Bet you they got some LGBTs, right? Plenty of women. I'm pretty sure 2 of those women look strong-wristed, if you will. So get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, niggas, y'all can't be supporting this dumb shit. You trying to get yourself out of there. A bunch of dumb shit. I'll get back to that. I'm not going to go to that website. My computer might catch a virus. A little bit more. Oh, there's plenty more. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's see. White privilege. I've always wanted to learn about white privilege. I can take a job at an affirmative action employer without having my coworkers on the job suspect that I got it because of my race. If I was an affirmative action hire, do you know how much I would give a fuck? Do my checks cash? Okay. It makes me think of that Dave Chappelle skit where he was an affirmative action hire. Nigga, I'd call that old funny looking white man a nigga too straight. Like, nigga, don't nobody give a fuck. I'm in the process of doing that too. Calling people who have never been called nigga. I'm all about equality. This is my equality. This is my equity. Make everybody feel what it feels like to be a nigga. I don't have to educate my children to be aware of systemic racism for their own daily physical protection. Protection from who? I should have had a straw. I feel like I'm sipping drink out this bitch. Protection from who? Niggas sit here and stare at cops all goddamn day. So they're killing us, they're mowing us down, they're doing all this shit. I don't even think you're getting a calendar's worth of killings a year with 4 million interactions. But You'll sit here and talk about that shit, but you won't tell them shit. The niggas in your own neighborhood might do something to you. Be careful. Watch your friends. Watch the motherfuckers you fuck with, right? I am never asked to speak for all the people of my racial group. How many of you niggas? You know, let me. I'm real free with the nigga tonight. I'm telling you, I've been mad, right? How many of you who are in here that are black have ever been asked to speak for all black people? I told y'all when I was in school, I used to be in gifted classes. We're the only nigga in them hoes, the only nigga in the gifted classes. I ain't got no racist stories to tell you, bro. Not from in those classes. I can tell you some shit from an incident that happened in PE, bro. And the one time I had an incident, he didn't even get to finish the word. So, like, sitting there, I don't have to speak. Ain't nobody ever tell me, well, hey, Ed, you're the only black guy in class. Can you speak for all black people? Like, when have you ever been asked to speak for all fucking black folks? I would love to know. My fault. I need to get back in the chat. Uncle Tim, terrible. Have money on hockey games. You're a degenerate gambler. But again, like I said, none of this stuff, none of this shit matters. Like, it's just, again, it's a bunch of bull. I might open them packs tonight. I might wait till Friday and buy that last pack, and then excuse me. I might wait till Friday. Anyway, let me close this. Yeah, you can close both of these tabs. Doesn't work. I fucking hate you, Top Shot. You make me angry, but I got some decent pack out of it. Fuck it. So let's see. I will feel welcomed and normal in all the usual walks of public life, institutional, and social. Yeah. If you feel uncomfortable, that's on you, right? Like, no, I don't fucking know. This is emotionally just taxing, right? Like, I don't feel I'm cool anywhere now. Like, I'm good anywhere, looking like I look. Now, every now and then I may dress up a little bit. But most of the time, I like to be comfortable. And if a motherfucker got a problem, guess what? I don't care, because they ain't going to do a motherfucking thing about it. Nobody going to tell me shit. You know what I'm saying? And if they do, then we go from there. Like, I'm not sitting here fearful, like, oh, I might go in here and the Caucasians might look at me. Oh, no. Like, get the fuck, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's this crying ass shit. Again, these things are written from the perspective of a female. Because if you niggas is out here thinking in some of these ways, I got questions about y'all, bro. If I have low credibility as a leader, I can be sure that my race is not the problem. I just run through this shit. I'm honestly get tired. I can worry about racism without being seen as self-interested or self-seeking. If my day, week, or year is going badly, I need not ask of each negative episode or situation whether it had racial overtone. Good grief, bro. Here's the privilege checklist. We're just gonna save this. I'll drop this in the Discord for y'all. We're gonna take a test in the Discord, right? We're gonna take this test. Like, I'm gonna put this in the Discord, and I'm serious. Like, we're gonna do a checklist. More checks equal more privilege. We're gonna do a privilege checklist in the Discord after the stream and the after party, and we're gonna see who's the most privileged person in the den. It might fucking be me. This is the shit that I thought was very interesting. Shifting from the normal white dominant culture to something different. They ain't even got a term for the shit. Something different, right? Did Miss Bogus a pat on my ooh-wee. That this ends up being school career. Oh, it's on. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. It's on the way. Disney's for the kids, so if they're doing it, they're gonna definitely. It's definitely on the way. It's probably in some schools already. I guarantee. That's probably it is. It is in some schools already. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is the craziest fucking shit. The craziest shit that I've ever fucking seen, bro. Like, it's wild. Charge. Ooh, believing people are racist or not racist, good or bad, seeing incidents of inequity as isolated events. Now, here's the thing, though, right? When it says either or thinking versus systems thinking. Systems thinking is important, like in business, seeing how all the parts go together, how this part affects this part over here, and it can be very complex. How you can talk about how your customer service can impact your overall sales long term. You know what I'm saying? Like, just different things. Like, so those, like, this factor impacts this factor, that impacts this factor. Like, that kind of shit is important. Now, when it comes to a motherfucker, I'm not finna think, well, why are they like this and how did this? Nigga, you either lying or you're not lying, and it is what it is. I'm not finna sit here. I don't give a fuck about intersection. I don't give a shit about intersectionality, bro. Like, and y'all like, people are like, you're probably like, oh, you're a fucking piece of shit. You're saying all this crazy shit. You're probably racist. Like, no, the chick who does my hair, right? Cool as shit, lesbian. So y'all be thinking I be sitting here talking like shit about people. I support people. Or I do business with people, and I have no issue with that. It was one point in time, a long time ago, like I was gonna break my shit was super fucked up. I was almost gonna cut my dress. It was like a long time ago. And I was looking for somebody. I was going through website trying to find somebody to do it. Found somebody. Just saw the pictures. So I go set up my appointment. I get there. It's a gay dude. First, I wasn't sure he was gay. It was real questionable. Yeah. Still let the motherfucker do my hair. If we talking business, we're talking about that. Like, I have no hate for people. I'm like, I'm just dirty. I want to. Like, it's just that when you put this thing about yourself out there first, this is why I can't stand there and say, well, it's because I'm black and I'm this and I'm this. I'm just like, dog, you got the fucked up lens. Don't nobody give a fuck about none of that shit but you. And you're the one doing this, right? So again, it is what it is. But paternalism, competition, we talked about that, power hoarding, comfort with predominantly white leadership, right? This is fucking dumb. I want whoever is the best fucking leader, right? I don't care what race, whatever. If we're in a situation, whatever we need to get to, if a black person is the best for the job, then all be it, let's shit. And that's what we rocking with. If it happens to be a white woman that's best for the job, that's what we rocking with. It happens to be an Asian man for the, like, that's what we rock. Like, motherfuckers, like I say, all of this shit is like, what it's gonna do is, again, make you put every single thing under a microscope. It's gonna make you apply the filter of race to it. And if you really want to, you can justify everything being fucking racist if you really try hard enough. Just like you can make statistics say whatever you want to. If you really, you can look at the numbers and then create whatever story you want to. But again, like I said, all this shit is terrible. Like, it's bad stuff. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger. No, that's not gonna make that necessarily bigger. Nah, that's the image. So that is what it is. Priorities and timelines that perpetuate white supremacy culture. Sense of urgency for funder-driven deliverables, not for community building, capacity building, or equity work implementation. Again, fuck equity, bro. Superiority of nonprofit written word, comprehensiveness, and transactional relationships, right? It's transactional relationships versus transformational. Like, look, we are... I can do a whole stream about transactional relationships. And we all have transactional relationships. Men and women are transactional relationships. Transactional goals versus transformational goals. Defensiveness versus vulnerability. Man, fuck that. You can't make yourself open to people, dog. People take advantage of that shit and will use that shit against you. Progress is bigger and more. Progress is sustainability and quality. Overworking as unstated norm. Self-care, community care. Yeah, let's just run through this. I'm really weird. Perfectionism versus appreciation. Like, skeptical management versus supportive management. White mediocrity, fair evaluations, and just promotion. What is white media? People of color given extra work and scrutinized while white staff with more years A white staff with more years and or formal credentials are given a pass or promoted. If you put in more work, you have more tenure, and you have the credentials that can prove that you can do the job if you've been doing the job, how is that not an okay thing? Again, niggas be looking for the, like, and when you focus on these bullshit ass instances that you call racism, it dilutes the real racism. When these real interactions go on, when these real situations take place, when real racism happens, you won't know because you're so busy worried about this fucking dumb shit that does not fucking matter, right? Yeah, okay. Let's see, real quick. Let's just run through this. External resources. They're talking about charitable donations to these groups. If you donate to them, NPR's code switch. Stop the nonsense. Understand and share what defund the police really means. It's about a new, smarter approach to public safety, wherein we demilitarize the police and allocate resources into education, social services, and other root causes of crime. Well, that could be a whole stream. So we're just going to read this shit. What we're doing now isn't working. There are so many innocent people who have been harassed or killed by the police unjustly, and nearly every black American has experienced some form of harassment by the police. Some good resources for this are this video by BLM, this Washington Post article, and this Facebook post. More and more stories of black folks encountering racism are being I guess there's something different. Okay. Participate in reparations. One way is through this Facebook group. Remember, reparations isn't just monetary. Share your time, skills, knowledge, connections, and whoever this is for suggesting this. Read The New Jim Crow. Yeah, right. Michelle Alexander. Again, I'm telling you, this idea that is being perpetuated now, currently in the black community, is being forefronted by black women and black males of the weaker wrist persuasion, because they view things differently. And that's okay, but it's not what's really going on in our society. We already talked about decolonizing your bookshelf. Hey, you want to decolonize your bookshelf, send them to our P.O. box. I think I got the new P.O. box up. I still have the old one. That's still good for a couple of months. So if you send it to the old P.O. box, it's all good. If you got any books you don't want, if you got books that you want to get rid of, you no longer want to hold on to, send them to me. I will be more than happy to read them. I will be more than happy to take them off of your hands, off of your shelf, and place them on my shelf here. So I got some space. Got about another row or so that I could fill up. And I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands. Don't be silent about that racist joke. Silence is support. Tell me that racist joke. I love a good joke, no matter how racist. The more racist, the better. It's fucking comedy. Listen without ego and defensiveness to people of color. Truly listen. Don't scroll past articles written by people of color. Read them. Nigga, man, look, bro. Unless you talking about some money, I ain't reading no fucking articles about no niggas, man. Look, let's talk about some money. I'm not finna sit here talking about your fucking feelings. Anyway, diversity, inclusion, belonging, identity, allyship. I don't want no fucking allies, bro. Again, niggas want handouts and all that other shit. Build your own shit. When you build it yourself, if it ever crumbles back down, you can build it yourself again. That's the beautiful thing about it. If you take somebody else to make it for you, then shit, you fuck out of luck. You never learn how to progress on your own. OLA will be a valued business partner supporting Hispanic, Latino, and allied cast members' advancement at the Disneyland Resort. Hispanic Organization for Leadership Advancement. That's great. That's actually pretty nifty. Compass. We should see if we can get in on that Zoom meeting, right? Community of Pacific Islanders, Asians, and allies. Wakanda and Disney. Wakanda champions both businesses opportunities for DCPI. Well, I don't even know what DCPI, what does that fucking mean? And professional opportunities for black talent. To activate, build, and foster a community within DCPI that sustainably attracts, retains, and advances the careers of black talent, as well as guide and influence DCPI's business. And understanding of the black consumer voice is indispensable to enhance our products and consumer experiences. Again, y'all niggas pander. We're going to teach y'all how to be proper panderers so that, our company makes more money. I'm trying to see something. To position the Walt Disney Company as the inclusion-driven entertainment destination of choice for Hispanic Latinx communities by impacting marketplace opportunities, championing and developing Hispanic Latinx leaders, fostering culture. Look, bro, I fuck with my essays. I fuck with my Hispanic folks. All these y'all are Mexican to me. I've said that 1,000 times here. Like, I don't have time to figure it out. Look, if you're Honduran, Salvadorian, Ecuador, whatever, don't stab me because I call you a Mexican. I don't mean any harm by it. It's just, I'm not going to sit here and figure it out. Just say, hey, bro, I'm not fucking Mexican. I'm whatever. And I'll say, all right, man, appreciate you for letting me know, Mexican. But I love Mexican. Mexican people are my favorite people. No bullshit. Like, I've probably spent more time around Mexicans than anybody else. I grew up around Mexicans. All right, so that's all that. Let's go back to this right here. So, I say all of this. What happened? Where did it go? Oh. There we go. I'm back. So I say all of this, right? I say all of this to say that we've gone too goddamn far. The shit doesn't make any sense. And it's scary. It's sketchy. Disney doing it because Disney's such a big company, right? And Disney does have the power to influence. Disney, through all the shit you get on Disney Plus, through Disney World, through the Disney Channel, through all of these things that come out in various forms and fashion. Everybody loves when new Disney movies and princesses come out. So all of these subtle things that they've been putting in movies for years, and then it's funny that they take this route. Maybe to kind of clear up the legacy of Walt Disney, because they said Walt Disney hated like Jews or some shit like that. It's neither here nor there. It's, you figure out whatever you believe. I'm not in the business of telling people what to think. Like I said, at this point, I'm not here to save anybody. I'm not here to tell anybody anything. I'm here to judge you. I'm here to talk shit and complain. Because honestly, you can't change anybody that doesn't want to change, right? And so, what the fuck? I mean, it is what it is. But like I say, with that being said, I told you it'd be a short one tonight. I hope y'all can't spell compass with this. Can't spell soft sports without SS. So let's see. No, Front Door Food Front Door Fucking was a whole other company. That was my side company. Front Door Food. I remember, for those, I told y'all about that, and I'd be mad because, whatever. That's my fault. Whatever situation I had going on at that time and all those things, it's on me, right? But it could have been it favors a thing, all these other places a thing, that could have been a thing. But like I said, that's on me. Whatever, right? I should bring it back. I should just hunker down a little bit, refresh some shit, and bring that shit back. But anyway, for those of you who didn't know, I used to have a company called Front Door Food, right? And it's basically your DoorDash. It's basically your whatever. And as it was kind of coming up, it was doing some things a little bit, I talked about it. Another reason why I don't look at white people any differently or anything. I used to be a member of some, like I said, this is when I told you I thought differently. I believed differently. BLM, all that good shit. And I put this business out there. And like I said, I was a part of a lot of black groups and black communities and stuff in the local area. What do you think? How many people you think supported that shit? How many niggas you think supported that shit? If we were just talking percentages, from the customers we dealt with to where, before everything stopped, black people were less than 1%. Less than 1%. They were the first to know about the company. They were the first groups that I put it into. You know what I'm saying? But again, it is what it is. So, you don't want to be a member of Ola Heidi. That's the new thing. Every time you see Heidi, it's Ola. But like I said, so that's what I when I learned that shit, I looked it up like, damn, why? I see these same niggas, they dial up DoorDash in a hot second, right? They dial up in these other places in a hot second. But you know who supported, like, the day that shit came out? Because this is before a lot of these places were in some of these places. White people ain't have no problem trying that shit out. All right, man, K, that's appreciated. I appreciate you following through. You said Coke employees have to do the same thing? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. But Coke is to be less white. Don't look. If they start trying to pull that shit over where you at, man, you know, you already know what to tell them. But my thing is just like, I had Hispanic people utilize the service multiple occasions. Had, you know, white people, no problem. Even had a couple of Asians. Might have had more Asians than black people support the shit. That's crazy, right? That's crazy, right? I'm not no white groups. I'm not no mother groups. Somebody got a hold of it and shared it in some other places, and people were active. People asked questions. You know what I'm saying? I answered it, whatever, and they used the service. Niggas? Mm-mm. Honestly, I think in the entire time it might have been 3. And I might be being generous. I really think it was 2. But it might have been 3 niggas that used it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So, what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to slide off in the after party. If you know what the after party is, get your ass up in there. You know it's live at 5. Let's see. Some of the folks at the after party are mad at me, but y'all will be all right. Y'all will get over it. Where is the link? And we've changed some of the names. For those of y'all like you can't find certain chats, I've changed some of the names. What used to be the Den Folk text chat is now the Yard. And what used to be the Den section is now general population, because it's like a goddamn jail in there. You can't trust anybody. It gets real crazy. Somebody almost got stabbed digitally. In the fucking Discord. It gets real wild in there. But again, don't meet me there. Beat me there. I'm going to drop this link in here, and then we're going to call it a wrap. And again, I was going to open the line. So like I said, it's just, I'm still an angry person. I'm still mad right now because of some shit that went on. But I've calmed down a little bit. We'll figure it out from there. Chocolate milk, man, there's a multitude of reasons. And honestly, like, we're going to have another panel conversation kind of like we did last Friday. This upcoming Friday, we might be talking about, it might be something along that line, or we might save that for next week, because we had a couple of things we talked about, basically talking about. But man, we can really deep dive into why black folks are hesitant. And you can look at both sides of it, why black folks are hesitant to support black businesses. It's a multitude of things, and so I don't want to dive too much into it, because like I said, it's going to be an upcoming topic real soon. So I'll save for that, but I'll definitely make sure, you know, we'll get into that, and we'll cover all of those things. It is very unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. But you open up a club though, they'll support that shit. That's the Discord link. Make sure you get in there. It's only got a few uses. I think maybe 5 to 10. I don't know. So use it quick. It's only gonna last for about an hour after the stream. If you don't get in there, well, you miss out on a great conversation all the time. And if you fuck with the Discord, we be there in the day's time. So people be at work, you know, it helps you get through your day at work. You can chat with the den folk. You can chat with everybody who is a active participant in the den. And all of you guys are welcome to come. With that being said, man, I appreciate y'all dealing with my anger, dealing with my rage, frustration, and unnecessary profanity. I thank you for being here. We'll be back Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central. So I hope I catch you then. I appreciate all the super chat support. I appreciate all the love. And close that wage gap. Hit that cash app. Let me double check. But I thank y'all, man. I do thank y'all. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. You could be anywhere else in the world, and the fact that you are here with me this evening, it means a whole lot. So I appreciate it. Thank you. And